Testing. Testing. All right, we'll get started here in a second. All right, just making sure everything's set up. Hope everyone is doing well. If you pop in on the live, say hello. Let's rock and roll. I will do the best I can. I've been battling a cold for a few days. It's driving me crazy. I'm done. Let me, one more thing here. Okay, happy Sunday. The markets are open. I wanted to do a quick market overview, kind of take a peek at some things and see what's happening here, okay? It's going to be a great week, okay? So, first things first, right? For those that are members of our team, you don't look at the impulse scanner first. What do we look at, right? Forex Factory. Let me make sure I didn't share. I shared all my windows. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're perfect. Okay, let's look at tomorrow. All right. A lot of FOMC with US, but no red folders. All right. And then let's look at Tuesday. So Tuesday, there's definitely some news. Again, make it you. This is my time zone. Make it your time zone. And for those that got some strong NZD news, and some strong CAD news. So tonight, tomorrow, good days to trade. All right. Let's bounce over to Impulse. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. If you're on the live, just say hello. Hey, Leo. Hey, Mo. Hey, Ricky. So, again, I'm battling a cold. So I'm going to do the best I can to kind of get through this because I promised to go live. So for those that have not seen this before, I've been on our trading team for 6.5 years. It'll be 7 years in November. And one of the best decisions I ever made. We focus on 3 specific strategies, all kind of based around smart money. Very strong smart money. And then we have the impulse scanner that does a couple different entry models. One is the impulse scalper, and then we have a fair value gap, which is more intraday trading. So this is the actual impulse scanner. So once you check news, the next step is, hey guys, make sure your macro trend arrow is on. All right. Then the first step is, these are the time frames. We focus on 1 minute and 5 minute. All right. And then we can go through these pairs in literally 60 seconds to see ones we want to look. Whoa. Oh, hello. Wow. Okay. So, no. Yes. And then we would start it. No. Yes. No. Yes. And this literally will take just a couple minutes. Okay? No. No. Yes. You are, yes. No. Yes. No. See how fast I can go through this? I'm actually quicker than the scanner. Yes. 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 All the GBPs. Now, keep in mind, guys, there is gap, okay, which is definitely going to affect some things. People ask, well, what is gap? Well, if you have money in a bank, it's being traded on the weekends as well. We just don't have access to that trading. So when the market has moved over the weekend, banks are trading your money. So that's where it is. Now, in most cases, it will get back to the general area where it was, but not always. So sometimes people like to jump on this. So I've starred everything. Okay, now what I like to do normally on Sunday is make sure the markets warm up a little bit. Okay, so for those that are just trying to rush in and get a couple trades, probably not the best decision. Okay, you want to let the markets warm up. So the fourth step. Well, Leo, I mean, without deviating, you got to make the commitment. Okay, all right, you got to make the commitment. And we've been talking for a couple of years, right? So anyway, let me get back to my thingamajig. So the scalping strategy is 4 steps. So we focus on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, all right? And then we just check the time frames. And now we've got them starred. So now we can look at them specifically, all right? And now we're looking for, once we've got this, okay, we've got decent strength, we're looking for a macro trend. So on odd chef, no macro. AUDJPY, no macro. And again, this is education. I'm not providing any financial advice, but whoa, look at that. I was just about to say that's going to close the gap. Cha-ching, okay? AUD no macro. CAD JPY, unless I'm missing it, no macro. There's a macro, all right? But see, here's the thing. You got to be careful here. So most of the time frames are aligned except the 1 hour. And obviously look at this strong impulse. Remember, this is a 1 minute candle, okay? As it's now actually kind of closed the gap. Now it's doing its own thing. Here's the macro. So under the circumstances of the strategy, you're looking for 4 blue candlesticks with 4 blue arrows. All right, so this could be something to watch, right? And that would be retracing. That's retesting, okay? And that's step 3. And then step 4 is once you've gotten the 4 blue arrows reversing against trend with the candlestick, right? The very next candlestick that goes back down, that would be your entry, all right? So this would be something that I would monitor. EURAUD, nothing. EURCHF, and it's already changed here. And again, don't go crazy when you see this, right? When we marked it, all time frames are aligned. The markets are open. We have a macro that formed. All right? So now we're looking for 4 blues, reverse. All right? Something to keep an eye on, right? I wouldn't do any necessarily trading at this moment, okay? Again, the 1 minute, because the market's just open, this would be something I would also watch. Well, whoa. All right. Well, I need a sip of my Mountain Dew on that. Look at that candle. Again, 1 minute. So this is why you have to not just delve into a trade right away, okay? It's like steak on the grill outside, all right? When you first put the steak on, it's uncooked. It's not ready. Doesn't smell good, all right? That's similar to the markets. You need to let the markets warm up, get the oven, get the grill going, all right? This is this is what I would stay away from. Now, I would definitely keep an eye on these pairs of the macro, all right? But I wouldn't be looking to get into anything immediately, all right? EUR, nothing. GA, this is exactly what I'm talking about with gap, okay? So this was traded over the weekend, So this is where the market's opened up. And as you can see, in a lot of cases, not every case, but a lot of cases, it's going to work itself right back up to here. All right. GChef. No macro. I'm going to look at the 5-minute here in a second. GJ. There's a macro. Again, gap. I wouldn't worry about the 1 minute here. All time frames aligned up. Potentially a move. You're looking for 4 reds. And NZD Chef. Same thing. Gap. This is the 1 minute, remember? So you're looking for 4 reds. So this is why this does not qualify, because this is 3 reds. So for those, that's always going to be somebody's going to ask, well, wait a minute, I can get out on this one, and I would have made some pips. You would have, but that's not following the rules, okay? NZD JPY. You can. And again, I'm just looking for the macro. Boom, there's the macro. Gap. Probably going to work its way up. Hey, Clint. Good to see you, brother. Right? It's probably going to work its way back down here. Okay? If I had to guess, and you don't want to guess on trading, but that would be my educated speculation. How's that? All time frames aligned. Look at that 1 minute candle. And a macro formed. All right? So you're looking for 4 reds. That's an opportunity to look at. Okay? So let's go 5 minute to see if it looks any different. Here's your macro. Okay, so the reason I'm going to point this one out is I would bet people on Friday, and I'd have to check our Discord community, I would bet some people caught this UChef, all right? Who sees it? Who sees it? Anybody see it? Here's your macro. Now remember, on the 5 minute, you have 10 hours. Here are your 4 red. Now you're waiting on the first blue with the arrow. Not this candle. No. This candle, right? You'd get in at the end of this candle. Definitely would consolidate. Definitely consolidate. Boom. There's your move. Okay? Definitely, there's the move. Okay? Now, folks ask, okay, stop loss. Now, remember, when you get inside the community, we have additional training on how to place the stop loss, okay? But with the width of these Bollinger Bands, if I would have taken this trade, this is what I would have done with the stop loss, okay? It would be the width of this Bollinger Band, okay? And of course, it's not going to allow me to move it. Okay, look at that. All right, you're going to fight me today, aren't you? All right, it's going to fight me today. And I would put it down here at the base of the candle. Okay? Clearly, it would never hit there. Now, people say, you know, what happens if the Bollinger Bands are so tight? Okay? Then what we do is we double that. We double the stop loss because you have to give, it's like giving room for the trade. You know, you got to give it some room. All right? It's got to breathe, right? Because there's going to be retracements. But with this Bollinger Band, I would have just stuck with this Bollinger Band. This is my personal preference, okay? So if you're in the community, we have additional training on that and placing stop loss. But this is obviously a move that folks took. I'm positive. I think some of my teammates told me about it, but there it is, okay? All right, so let's look at, see if we see anything else. Again, now this is where you have to let the markets warm up on a Sunday, okay? So your macro popped up, but the macro popped up because this 5 minutes was, you know, the market's probably opening, okay? So in a perfect world, you would look for 4 red, okay? But I would wait on this because this is, you know, a little manipulation, little stopgap, etc., okay? Let me look at a couple others with time frames aren't aligned. There is a macro. I'm just going to look quickly here. Okay, this would be something I would probably keep an eye on. Here's your macro, all time frames aligned. For those that are members, remember you have 10 hours. So it's 9 o'clock, but then obviously then we had over the weekend. So we're at 6 hours. You got about 3-4 hours left, if you see a potential move. There are no 4 red. It is not just 4 red candlesticks like right here. That is not a proper move. You would not take this trade. Okay? CADJPY, macro. 3 red, not good enough. Nope, not good enough. Okay? We follow the rules. That's the difference between a successful trader and somebody who doesn't follow the rules and will not be successful. Okay? And I apologize for folks coming on. I am really stuffed up here trying to go over this. I've been battling this for like 3-4 days. It's just ticking me off. So anyway, CHFJPY. Okay, we've got a macro looking for 4 blue. Don't see them. And all the time frames aren't quite aligned, so I would kind of wait on that. We're going to check a couple more pairs. So let me show you something. I show this on every live and any video that I do. Okay, the markets move. No market moves straight unless it's one candle for major news. Okay, everything moves up and down, and I don't mean consolidating. I meant in retracing. So just look at this one. Okay, up, retrace, up, consolidate, up, retrace, up, retrace, up, little retrace, up, little retrace. Now some consolidation. That's how the market moves up. That's how the market moves down. Okay? That's why on the scalping, you have to give it a little room. Right? On Bollinger Bands, it would be the width of the Bollinger Bands for the stop loss. But if the Bollinger Bands are here, that's too tight. The chances of you getting stopped out are high. Okay? You don't want to do this. This is a scalping strategy. And if you follow the 4 steps with an excellent winning percentage. Okay, but we always have you test 25 trades. All right, we have you test 25 trade block. All right, you do not go live in the first couple days, so don't even think that's happening because that's not happening, especially if you're on my part of the team. Okay, not happening. That's not what you should do. All right, UJ, let me take a look here. There's a macro, 1 minute off, something to keep an eye on. Ooh, very close. Very close. Very close. That needed to be red, but you would have gotten a few pips there. Okay? But keep in mind, this is the 5 minute, and this is close to the end of the trading day. So you have to be more aware of time frame on trading. Okay? When the market's open. When does it change to the next session, etc. All right? Let me go to metals. People ask me today, does it work in gold? Yep, here you go. Excuse me. All right, I'm a gold guy. I think there's a decent chance that gold could move down for a little bit. But I think overall for the week, it could continue its bullish pattern. I mean, it's all-time highs for gold. So I see no macro on the 5. I do not see a macro on the 1, unless I'm missing it, which is possible. Nope. Doesn't work on crypto. I believe I had a trade earlier in here on Bitcoin that somebody took. Let me go to the 5 minute. I don't remember what it was. See how this works? So here's the macro, right? The macro is an indicator. People keep calling it an indicator. We have a couple groups where folks can learn more about us, and they call it an indicator. The impulse scanner is a web-based application, okay? So this macro, I guess, is considered an indicator. But anyway, it's an indicator of it's going to move down. It's telling you to move down, but that does not mean it's a buy or sell signal. Okay? But as you see, how I told you the markets move? Down, retest, down, retest, down, retest. And of course, I can do this all day. Okay? Right? So it does work on crypto. I don't see anything on crypto. Let's go to indices. I do not recommend doing indices unless you master forex and no matter whatever strategy you're focused on. All right. I like US 30, dirty 30. Okay, something to watch. For those that trade indices, All aligned, macro, 4 red, get in on the first blue, rock and roll, let's frickin' go. All right? SP 500, similar, macro, waiting for 4 red. Okay? Little tidbit for folks that are new to trading or don't have the experience of trading. US 30 and SP 500 move generally the same way. NAS 100 can do whatever it wants at any time because it's different. Okay? But US 30 and SP 500 generally work in the same way. So if you go to practice on indices, for sure, start with SP 500. All right? And then it works on stocks. Pardon my stuffy nose. I even showed a Netflix. It's probably not up now. Yeah, there's a new, let's see. Well, there is one here, actually. Here's 4 red. First blue. Get some pips. It's consolidating now, so you have to watch it. But this is, see, here's where you would need a wider stop loss with these Bollinger Bands. I think there's another move that I pointed out earlier. Okay. Anyway, so it does. Okay. So I am so stuffed up, guys. I've got to take more drugs. Excuse me. Don't take drugs. Don't do drugs. Take medicine to help clear my stuffy nose. Okay. It is just bad. And it's a beautiful day in Chicago. And I think when I go outside, the humidity helps clear it up. And when I go inside in the air conditioning, I get stuffy. So that's generally the market overview. If you're watching this and you haven't joined our community, reach me. I'll give you the details. If you are a member of our community, there's a quick overview of what to look for. Excuse me, guys. And that's it. I got to get out here. All right. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Reach me if you have any questions. All right. Take care.